Oh, yes, 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 yes. It's a triple B. Remember to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Because I've been demonetized. I keep on saying this. I ain't getting paid for this no more because some grassing been going on, man. Enough about that. You can cash at me. I got some love. Yeah, from my boy Ben G. £10. Thank you, my brother. My boy Shane Bongos. Uncut. No, cut. 5.5 Corey status. Give me £2.33. So thank you guys. Now listen, I want to do a preview, quick preview. There's a lot of fighting this weekend. But the big match, the key, the one that counts. Caleb. Caleb the Wigger Plant. He's David Benavidez. You know what? This is a good fight. From all aspects. You know, Caleb's a very likable guy. He's a bit weird. I'll get on to him later. You know? He like the Eminem of the boxing world, almost like, you know. Now, to talk about him, so like, you know, he grew up in I don't know, he grew up in a very white area, very wholesome white area. You get me? And I don't know, man. It seemed like he been boxing amateur for ages. And you imagine the competitions will, you know, he would be probably the only white guy in the local competitions and that, you know. And I think it made him go, you know, maybe he wanted to become, you know, he felt a bit ostracized, you know. Now it goes two ways usually when this happens. Either you start hating the people, or you try and like befriend him like Son of Edwards as well. You know what? He was bullied at Croydon, and then he started to come out all wigger and black because he wanted to get approval, innit? And he goes out. He's an oil driller, so you know, going out with Nubian queens. Same thing with my boy Caleb. He likes the cafe latte look. He's married now anyway, to Jordan. I think her name is Plant. So it's good he's married, but I just find it weird, man. That, you know, I'd be resentful, man, if I was, you know, treated badly. But people go the other way. It's a psychological thing, isn't it? It's a psychological thing. So, you know what? I'm going to prove that. I'm going to get their approval. I'll prove that I can get, you know, I can get Nubian queens too. But you know what? I bet you check their Instagram or their Facebook and the hammering they will get from, you know, the woman, I mean, for going with a white boy. Anyway, let's say a racial channel, man. Everybody know. I believe everyone should say what they want about race. You know, and if you, like I say, if you don't like us, I don't have a problem with that. My problem is how it's used as a whip, yeah, a stick to beat people, to stop them talk about things, yeah. But it's encouraged in other certain cultures, communities, and you know what? They're whipping people up because they want people disunited. They want to fight amongst each other, you know, hate each other, and it's working very well. It's working very well because, you know, communities will stick together, but not always. I mean, you know. Not the Caucasian community, because they've been manipulated in a different way. You know what, like back in the day, I mean, no, you know, like, yeah, there's always been racial issues in countries, or cultural issues, or religious issues, you know, in multicultural places and areas. It's just the way it is, man. Quite often, you know, the most successful countries are actually homogeneous, like Japan and stuff. When you start bringing in different people, they fight amongst each other and they fall out. They don't back each other. The trust in the community is no better. You know, it's just the NWO thing, and it's talked about to get the Western world mixed. You know, because it's part of their plan, and also you're never gonna. No, you're going to get no revolution when you got a bunch of disunited people fighting each other all the time. Anyway, enough about that. This is a boxing channel, yo. So what I'm saying is this. So you got your man, your oil driller, your man, Caleb Plant. And you know, there's this other thing. One of my fans sent me this video, yeah, of Caleb Plant, right? Check it out.
champion, y'all. UFC fighter. A 10-time national champion. The wrong one to play. Y'all done? Can we be done now? Can we be cool? You don't want to take me call me a fruitcake because I got on a hoodie? Can we be cool or not? Tell me yes or no. Tell me yes or no. Ask you a question, man. Can we be cool? Get out of here, Caleb. Let's go. Run. Go, Caleb. Get my hoodie, man. It's got a knife. Get my hoodie. Run. Don't worry about it, bro. He got a knife.
I mean, look, you know, like the area he lived was. I've seen pictures of him, you know, back in his hometown when he's come back. Everybody holds some white bread, and then for some reason he decided to walk through the hood. It's a country kind of hood, you can see, right? It's not a big city ghetto. Yeah, with a basketball, with his white pal, and you get attacked by some big like bully. Now he obviously didn't know that Caleb knew how to fight. He thought, I'll beat that skinny white boy. But you can see Caleb's holding back, you know. He's just trying to jab him, dance around and make him a stupid jab. Pop, pop. You know, and then my boy Tyrone, he's not happy about this blood. And he pulls a knife, right? And, you know, it's just Caleb and his pal and all the, you know, the local gangsters or whatever they think they are. And he starts coming with a knife to Caleb. He's like, yo, I've got a knife. He gets his basketball, smashes him in the face. And he starts you get told off. Huh? By the Nubian Queens, hey, don't phone nobody. What? This guy's about running to try and stab Caleb Plant up, and they're telling him off for throwing a basketball at the man's head. I mean, blood clot. Anyway, so you can see he obviously had that attraction to that culture, and you know he got with them trainers now. You know what he got a massive payday obviously from Canelo. What does he do? He buys loads and loads of trainers and shows them off in his house. Like it's like Foot Locker. You know what? Come on, blood. Don't go down that path of that, you know, that stupid show-off consumerism. I don't think he's really like that, Caleb. Like he said, he married his woman. Yeah. And then he's had a kid. You know, so whatever. I just think he mixed up guy, but this is about the fight, right? It's about the fight. This is the important thing, the fight. David Benavidez. Benavidez, I've never really followed him that much. I think he got banned for doing some yayo, but apparently he was a fat kid and blah blah, and now you know he's a dangerous puncher, but he's not really beating anyone of note, you know. Caleb Plant's, you know, they say he wasn't a puncher. Like Durrell said, you can't knock me out. You're a bum and all that, and he got knocked out. You get that quite a lot. You remember Anthony Mundine telling what's his face, Sven Otka, you punch like a girl, and he knocked it, flattened him. Sven Otka flattened him, and then there was Bernard Hopkins. I'd never be beaten by a white boy. What else? And he was what's his name? And he got lots of points. Kazagi, and I think Kovalev, and then what's his face? Joe Smith Jr. knocked him out and out the ring. But Bernard Hopkins, who by the way, you know, was 10 years in prison. You don't get 10 years. They never really say, robbery. 10 years is a serious. Spending 10 years is a serious sentence. It must be something violent. People, everyone's allowed a mistake. I'm sorry, man. Planning to go and rob people is not a mistake. That's a pre-planned thing. You feel me? And in prison he's called Soapy Burner, because he used to apparently get the weak inmates in the shower. He'd soap himself up and then he'd grape them. Yeah, he's a sick guy. I hate him, Hopkins. Anyway, after Joe Smith knocked him out and out of the ring, he couldn't get back in. He was complaining for about a week. I made the count. They stopped it too early. I was completely fine. The guy's like flattened out the ring. What a bum, Soapy Bernard. But yeah. So Caleb Plant, Dirrell said he can't punch. He got whacked out with this beautiful boom, boom. Left to the body, left to the head, and he was flattened. And then Caleb done this whole digging thing, which was quite fun. But onto the fight. So, yeah, the weigh-in, weirdly, Benavidez, who people say is naturally a big guy, weighed in, I don't know, it was half a pound lighter than Caleb. Both of them are under the limit for super middle. Plant looked in amazing shape. He always does, man. But yeah, of course he looked a little bit like there wasn't enough fluid in him. But he's weighing in, man. He was just so ripped. He's got these massive lats. Like he was puffs them out, massive lats like your Bruce Lee. He did it as well in Enter the Dragon. His lats and they're massive. Yeah, it's quite freaky. But no homo. He's in great shape. No homo. David Benavidez, like he's weird, man. He's got a weird body shape, man. He looks like he used to be a fat guy, like fat Mexican, like Ruiz, and he lost 10 stone in a year. Yeah, because his body just looks slightly soft. I'm not saying it, some people have different body shapes and that, but these days all these fighters look so ripped, and and he's got a weird shape. He's got a kind of slightly deformed body shape. I don't know how else to put it, but there we go. So we've got the fight. So what's going to happen? So as I said, Caleb Plant, you get 3.5 on him. I think that's 5 to 2 decimal. I mean in fractional, but forget fractional. Always go decimal. You feel me? I think it's an even fight. So I have put just a 10 on Caleb. I'm not saying this is one of my big tips. I've tipped well, by the way. People occasionally you get things wrong. People have a go at you. I tipped a 9 to 1 outsider. I told everyone to get on it. 9 to 1, and it came through. I tipped Joe Joyce to KO Parker, and a bunch of other ones that I can't remember. But good tips. And I got one wrong, and people are like, oh, I'm not going to follow your tips no more. I said, listen, blood clot. I tell you what, I win betting every year, every single year. I make a note of every bet I make. Yeah, the profit and the loss. I always in profit. The only year out of 20 I didn't get no profit was because I started betting for fun and not analysing. So you got to be in it long term, bro. I've also got a system, but that's for another video. I have to be honest, I haven't watched Benavidez because he just never, when you do a preview, you should have watched him. You can't just look at their record, but Benavidez just never interested me. I've got to be honest with you. I should have watched it before this video, but I want to get him out. With Plant, I've seen, lovely boxer. He has underrated power. As I said, I think it's 50-50. I'm putting a 10 on Caleb simply because the odds of 3.5 are, in my opinion, too wide. And that's how you bet. You don't bet on what you think will happen, you bet on what the value is, what the good odds are. You get me? So, I mean, Caleb's pretty solid. I know he got stopped by Canelo, but I don't know, man. And I don't know. Is Benavidez as hard a punch as? Or was it Ronald Gavril or something? Some Romanian guy went the distance twice, including the split decision. So look, this is what I'm going for. Caleb Plant on points. Yeah, on points. I'll be happy if you stop Benavidez as well, because I'm just putting it on the win, just to put him in his place. Yeah. But I think Benavidez is overrated. I think Caleb Plant is underrated. Yeah. And my tip, if you like, and you choose whether you bet on it. This is not a big tip. It's not definitely jump on this. I'm like going, there's a value there. There's a value there. Don't go crying if it's wrong. You make your own decisions. Your money. Your money. But I'll tell you what I've done is put a tenner, which ain't much. So, I'm going for Caleb Plant Pot on points. Caleb the Wigger Plant Pot on points. And good luck to him, man. You're going to go home probably, yeah? Go see Jordan Plant, his wife. Take care of that cafe latte. Pour some more milk into that cafe latte and make it lighter. Oh, by the way, I dropped a quick link. It's on, no big people picked this up, which was disappointing. But in the UK, certainly, it might be, and in America, the United States, I mean, they should have picked this fight up. It's nuts. But, Fight, F-I-T-E, it's an app, right? Fight. Offering it for $12.99. I think that's future boxing. You can pay for everything at some point, But the future of TV, really, especially sports. You decide it's gonna come. I don't know what's gonna happen on platforms, but it's gonna come by when you just pay for everything, except maybe the big sports. But for the niche ones like boxing, anyway. So Fight. I put it in the description. It's £12.99 in the UK. $12.99 in the US. Usually the US. Is much more expensive than a rip-off, but not in this case. It's very slightly less if you do the conversion. Okay, guys, so enjoy. I haven't decided where I definitely wouldn't stay up and watch it. I don't stay up anymore. unless it's a huge fight. But I will want to watch it the next day. I'm gonna of course it's all streaming, but I will see if someone uploads it, I guess. Yeah, you know, the undercard, there's some decent fights there, let me be straight, but there's nothing that really excites me. So anyway, peace in the Middle East. Remember, tomorrow, Sunday 26th of March 2023 at 7 p.m. on UK time. Okay, so my Australian fans, I don't know what the difference is, maybe it's 9 a.m. for you folk. I'd like to see you on my boys all around the world in the United States. So yeah, get on it, man. Get on it. Like I said, I've been demonetized, but you know, you can send me a cash out blood, which is # bingo G14. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow, bro. Peace in the Middle East.